Hello, all. It's Khadija. I'm back. I basically am running against the time. It's the first Monday of the new year. So it's going quite busy since the morning, getting into the routine. My son started his online schooling, so getting him into the routine, getting on with my own routine, and then meeting you all. Quite a fast track Monday. So, welcome back to the day 3 of LinkedIn Profile Makeover Challenge. We have been meeting continuously for 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, and now the day 3 of LinkedIn Profile Makeover Challenge. This challenge is specifically for job seekers, newcomers to Canada, pre-arrival immigrants, on how you can elevate 5 LinkedIn profile real estates, which will make you stand out in a 6-second recruiter scan. When they come onto your profile, they literally scan through your profile and they are looking specifically, subconsciously on certain areas which leave a holistic impression of you in that 6-second scan. So I am here with you today for another 30 minutes. So I hope you stay with me because this is a power pack 30 minutes, which will literally be a game changer for you. Um, so I'll just wait for another 5 minutes for others to join in. We should always give a benefit of doubt because it's the first Monday. People are literally fighting against the time and trying to get into the routine. So let's give them a benefit of doubt, and I'll wait for another 5 minutes. And there are literally people who are following this from day 1, day 2, day 3, and we are literally talking and conversing in DMs, what problems they are having, and I'm guiding them to different resources. So if you really follow this challenge, you will literally accelerate your LinkedIn presence. And one of the comments that one follower is following this challenge and making some changes to her LinkedIn profile sections. She said that she was a little confused about certain things, but now with this challenge, she's literally having clarity, and she's getting customized feedback, and I'm in her DMs guiding her to a few other resources as well. So it's a beautiful challenge for you to up level 5 sections of your LinkedIn profile, which literally will make you stand out in a 6-second recruiter scans, or anybody who comes and just scans your LinkedIn profile, he will take a good holistic professional impression of you. And what is more important for me, I want you to be intentional with what impression you want to give to those people. So I'm quickly going to go into the comments and see if you all are here. So yes, Harpreet is here. Hi Harpreet, great to have you back. Continuing the conversation with you, Shafat is here. Hi, Shafat. Great to have you back. Harpreet, Shafat, and Tarun are day 1 students. So great to have all of you back in this 5 days LinkedIn Makeover Challenge. And anything which I get into, I try to keep it very, very robust and thorough in whatever time I have. Of course, this cannot be a very deep dive kind of a challenge because the whole idea of this challenge was to guide newcomers to Canada and job seekers or pre-arrival immigrants to up level few things which leave lasting impressions. So of course I cannot go too deep diving into how it can be done, but I want to leave a flavor of you of what are the areas you should be redoing and how you should be redoing based on users need of viewability. So if you need a deep dive and good guidance, I would love to connect with you in DM and we can take the conversation from there, which I'm already doing with few people already. So what is coming your way? Before that, let me, those of you who are joining me for the first time and viewing me for the first time, let me introduce myself. I'm Khadija Qureshi. I'm an online LinkedIn trainer for job seekers, specifically newcomers to Canada, pre-arrival immigrants, and transitional job seekers. So I specialize, and I know this niche needs. So my program or my advices are highly customized to these three specific niche, which is pre-arrival immigrants, newcomers to Canada, and transitional job seekers. So I help them maximize LinkedIn presence to connect with the right opportunities through connecting with right people organically, and becoming good friends with LinkedIn visibility, basically. That is one part of the hat that I wear. Another part is that I'm a social media consultant who helps small businesses to shine online through social media content creation and community experiences. So yes, that's my expertise. I help small businesses and corporate individuals have social media community experiences, which is so important right now to have organic relatability. So that is about me. Let's quickly go into what is coming your way. Before that, I'll do a little bit of a recap for those who are joining me for the first time in this 5 days LinkedIn Makeover challenge. Day one, which was Saturday, was all about your starting point, where you should start from, and any starting point for me in life or personally is goal setting. So what is your LinkedIn goal? So there I told you to do two parts to it. One part was defining your own personal values, and the second part was identifying specifically what space you want you want to be remembered for, what specific job title you want to establish expertise on LinkedIn, so that if anybody comes onto your profile, they will quickly take a quick impression of you as one job title. So what is that? So I asked you to research on your personal values and dream job title. I know this can be a very cumbersome process because there is a lot of self-reflection required, and if you have never done self-reflection earlier, it can take a while. And I am conversing with few who are having probably who are attempting, but they are having some difficulty in identifying what are the personal values, because one learner I was taking feedback from, she said that it might be a little daunting if you are researching and self-reflecting on your own for the first time. So I completely hear you, that yes, without any guided guidance, it can be little difficult. And when you're on your own and self-reflecting, and you don't get that feedback and support, it can be a little it can be, I wouldn't say difficult, but I would say it can be a little, you can always have doubts on finalizing the final product. So I completely hear you. So for this, I have a solution which I'll be talking about later in the broadcast on how I can help you deep diving into each and every section of what I'm telling over here with some guided learning. So that was day one. Day two, which was yesterday, was about uh, your name, what you should write in your LinkedIn name, because there have been different sorts of people are experimenting with what to put in LinkedIn name. But I shared I shared insights and best practices what LinkedIn itself says, because ultimately each section that you are beefing up has to speak to an algorithm to come in recruiter searches. So it's good to experiment, but it's good to experiment within some best practices, so that you are not left out by LinkedIn algorithm when recruiter searches are happening based on keywords. So I talked about day two very rigorously and robustly yesterday on what you should be writing on your name, in your name field, and what you should be writing in your headline, which some people say tagline. So today is about what is today? Today is about your LinkedIn background banner or LinkedIn head cover banner. So interchangeably, this word is used. And what predominantly is the head cover banner? I can show you. I'll quickly go to my profile. I'll show you my beautiful profile. Yeah. So head cover banner is basically the top part, which you are seeing, where you can see my beautiful picture is there. And just at the back of the profile picture, this is the the billboard, you can say, of your LinkedIn profile, which you can use so beautifully um, to sell yourself to anybody who is coming onto your profile. A lot of people just put any random picture there. So I say that this is a waste of this real estate, because you can use it so beautifully well to express what you want to stand out for, in literally seconds before a person goes down to the text of your tagline or even on your about a summary. So today's agenda is what you should be ideally putting in the head cover banner or the background banner, and how you should design it, because I know you all are not professional designers. So I will leave you with a resource which you can use to design this. But what content you should be putting on it, I will be telling that to you. So that is on agenda today, how you should be putting up a branded LinkedIn background cover, which literally sells you as a solution provider to the recruiter, which is your audience. So I'll quickly go into the comments, and before I go into the comments, I would love to hear from you a little bit about you. Just put up your title or your adjective or a pronoun which describes you. So something, one or two words which describes you, and which city you're joining me from. So put that in the comments below, and I would love to see from which part of the world I'm interacting with people. Um, so there is. This is Atif from Pakistan. Hello, Atif from Pakistan. I'll highly recommend, Atif, you are right now appearing as a no person icon. So you should go in your settings and make sure that your picture setting is public, because you don't want to stand out as a no person icon, right? This is exactly how you're appearing in the comment over here. Your picture is not getting displayed. So you need to work around with your picture setting. Okay, so I'll hide this. Okay, I have Tarun. He's joining me from Oakville. Great. Um, I am just trying to adjust few things. Okay. Okay, fine. So, hi, sorry for that. Sorry for that. There was my window just appear out of nowhere, and my son is here. Okay. So just give me a minute. He needs some help, and that is something which I need to take care of. So just give me a minute. I am going to be back. In the meanwhile, leave in the comments below where you're joining me from, and a little bit about you, what your job title is, what your ideal job title is. Okay, so I'm muting myself, and I'm listening to him what he needs. Hello, I'm back. Sorry for that. My son needed some assistance, so bear with me. Okay, so let's quickly go into. I just wanted to see Harpreet. Okay, LinkedIn. Okay, great. I okay. Harpreet is sharing her title. Oh, Harpreet did her work on the title. Um, Okay, Harpreet, I would say that you have to work a little bit on your title. I will give you one-on-one feedback in your DM, okay? Okay, I have, okay, Tarun has also put up his title over here. Okay, basically, I am not giving one-on-one feedback on the taglines. But yes, I do see you are introducing yourself. Tarun is a financial advisor, and he is specifically from economics background. And Harpreet is from healthcare administrative assistant. She's curious and she's from India. So great. I know Tarun, Harpreet, and Talha. These are my continuing students from day one. So thank you. Sorry for the interruption, but just a heads up, there can be another quick interruption because my son might need me, and he it's the first day, so please excuse that. So let's quickly go into the head cover banner um, that's today's agenda, and I want to really keep it crisp, which is 30 minutes, because I don't want to go over and beyond that, because I have my other commitments for the day, and I do respect your commitments for the other days as well, for the rest of the day. So basically, this is your background header, which you can see right now. Just behind my picture is my background banner, which is customized design, and you can see it is. Let me take off my logo so that you can see the complete picture. So yeah, I took off my logo. So you can see my background header is, there's a picture of mine that I'm speaking, and I'm using my own brand color, which is yellow and green. And I use my head cover banner seasonally around certain goals. So you can see, I'm talking about my online LinkedIn bootcamp and 3 modules which I cover in that bootcamp, and I'm leaving a call to action related to my website. So basically, clearly, if anybody comes onto my profile, that they would know that she is an online LinkedIn trainer who specializes in LinkedIn profile optimization, intentional content creation, or networking. So exactly, I want you to design a customized background header, and that you can do beautifully with beginner tools, Canva or Trello. Canva and Trello are basically web-based or mobile-based design applications where you can simply drag and drop feature to design any layout. So what you are seeing right now, it has been designed in Trello. Just go and Google Canva and Trello, or go in your App Store or your Google Store and download these. And literally, free trial versions are available for both of them. And literally, you can customize and create a professional designer banner for your background header. What is the size that you like? What is the specific size of the background header picture? Is basically 1584 pixels into 396 pixels. But don't get confused with the pixel size. Just go on Canva and Trello and opt for a horizontal version. Usually the horizontal version is Twitter template. So go and opt for Twitter templates and design in Twitter horizontal template. So that is first things which I've taken care of, that how you can professionally design it being a beginner using Canva and Trello. Now, what needs to go onto the background header? What specifically you should put on a background cover header? Use it to explain what you do. First is call to action. In terms of call to actions, you can put up your website, which if you have any visual resume website, or if you have a website which talks of your work. For example, if you're an artist and if you have an Instagram page, probably you can put up your Instagram handle over here. Or if you have any other website which displays or speaks of your work, you can put that over here. Over and above, you can put the logos of the companies you have worked for. For example, as a newcomer to Canada, if you have worked with any North American company while you were back at your homeland, put up the logos of those companies, because it increases the credibility. And if a recruiter, if a North American recruiter or Canadian recruiter is coming onto your profile, he will quickly take an impression that, okay, already he already has a working experience with these established names. But please be sure that you're putting up the logos which are locally recognized. So just a heads up there. Third thing that you should put up in your background header should be image showing what you do. Like, for example, in my case, I want to portray myself as a trainer, as a speaker. Uh, so I put up an image of myself speaking in a conference in Toronto. So if you are, let's say, I'll go back to the comments, and Harpreet is saying that she is from healthcare administrative assistant is her job title. So look and research into images which emote you as a healthcare administrative assistant. Similarly, Tarun is saying that he is a financial advisor. So put up an image or an icon or something visually representing of you as a financial advisor. Over and above, I will also advise you, and this is the point which I haven't mentioned here, but I am telling it to you right now. You can also put up a statement, which I call unique selling proposition statement. Like what like and this I will elaborate more tomorrow in the about us section, and you can pick it up from there, and you can use that unique selling proposition statement even in your head cover banner. So about unique selling proposition statement, I'll cover in the about us section, which is tomorrow's agenda. So but you can pick that unique selling proposition statement and crisp it and put it up in your background header with a visually emotive icon or a visual which explains what you want, what you want to be remembered for. So this is it, what I wanted to share regarding the background header. I'll quickly go to the comments and see if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments below, is there any elaboration you need what I just shared with you on what content you should put on your background header, or if you need any elaborations on the tool which I explained, which is Canva and Trello, or is there any other questions that you have or any other ideas that you have to put in your background header. Do let me know in the comments below, and I will be happy to give you customized advice. This is the right time for you to get one-on-one advice on me, because when you try to catch my attention in private DMs, I may or may not reply. You need to keep in mind that doing these lives takes a lot of effort. Over and above, we have other jam-packed schedules as well. So this is the right time. Put your questions in the comments below. If you have any questions or any other ideas that you have that you want to put on your background cover banner, and probably I can give you whether it will be acceptable or whether it not be acceptable related to the Canadian likability. Okay, so Shafat is saying, Safari, could you please share the name of the tools? Okay, I am quickly writing it down in the comments, and you can pick up from there. Canva and Trello. These are beginner design apps, where you just need to literally drag and drop elements and download the final version. So I have put it down in the comments. You can pick it up from their designer app, and you can Google it. You can literally there are plethora of YouTube videos on how you can work around with that to design a background cover banner. So you can further deep dive and do your own research on how to play around. But this is really very easy. Literally drag and drop application. Okay, Gurpreet is here. Hello, Gurpreet. Gurpreet is a very good connection of mine, and she does great job in giving job seekers guidance around resumes, templates, interviews. So I would highly recommend following Gurpreet. She is a very, very active LinkedIn content creator. Okay, Tarun is saying, I will try what you stated today. Can you recheck it later and advise. Tarun, what you want me to advise you on, you can probably put it in the comments below, because I cannot promise later if I can give you advice later. But definitely you can catch my attention tomorrow if you need any feedback on anything related to day 1, day 2, day 3. You can always catch my attention tomorrow, day 4 or day 5, through comments during the time when I'm doing the live. I'm here another 5 minutes. So if you have any specific question, I would be able love to answer, but put it specifically what specific question you have. Okay, while you are putting in your specific questions about the background banner, I wanted to share a few stats with you, and one special news which I thought about after hearing from you in the DMs, that you needed some guided learning around certain LinkedIn needs. So I thought of quickly how I can help you, because I need to be very mindful that I'm fair to my time and I'm fair to your time. So I found a way in which I can help you with some guided learning into how you can level up your LinkedIn presence with some tips, tricks, tools, resources, and I can help you with literally the process on how it can be done. Before that, I just wanted to share with you one of the facts, that LinkedIn is not only for you to connect with people, no, or for you to get recruiters' attention. I say that you should work or treat LinkedIn as a tool to understand for long term, basically business or professional success. Here what is more important is your vision using LinkedIn for long term. So yes, right now your vision is that you want to have your first job here in Canada, you want to have your next job, whatever journey of you can be a transitional job seeker, you can be an entry level job seeker, mid or executive level. So whatever journey you of your job or career journey you are in, treat LinkedIn as a, in terms of long term strategy, LinkedIn, because if you connect with the right people with the right impression and you become their good friends, they may not be helpful for you right now. And I have seen examples specifically in my newcomers to Canada community. Those people that they nurtured relationship with were not helpful for them for their first job here in Canada, but literally within 3 years they got the second break because of the relation that they made initially when they were targeting their first job. So they switched from the entry level job to the second level high executive job because of the relation that they nurtured initially when they were at the first job stage. So what I'm trying to say is that connect with people with the right impression and connect with people with the idea that you want to nurture relationship for long term, because it will help you accelerate within a period of 5 years within landing in Canada. And I have seen this happening. So I'll quickly come to the comments. Over and above, I just wanted to share a performance chart of one of my learners. What did he do right? What did she do right, and where did she go wrong? And now that I'm talking to you about treating LinkedIn as a long term strategy for professional success, this is exactly what I want to show you, that when you keep LinkedIn as a short term strategy, you lose out on it. And there are certain steps that you need to take to ensure that you are long term sustainable. You don't just come and go out of the picture, you don't just connect with people and then ghost them. So you have to be here and be consistently being there in front of the audience, in front of the people that you want to nurture relationships, and that increases your visibility, that increases your chances of being remembered as a friend. So this is one of my students. I basically teach okay, let me first explain you what I teach. I teach a 3-step process, and it's a user based 3-step process. Okay, let me show a file to you which explains that. I will share so that the visuals explains a lot better than words. So I want to explain this to you through through visual, and I have a beautiful presentation on representation on it. Yeah. So this is basically I teach based on the user experience. Okay, let's say if somebody comes onto your profile, what does he first look at? He would look at your LinkedIn profile. After LinkedIn profile, he might go into your activity section to explore a little bit about you, what type of post you are posting, who you're interacting with, which LinkedIn groups you are part of. Then they would go, okay, what are the first or second degree industry specific second degree connection you know it. So based on this user experience, they take a holistic impression of you. And this I'm talking about recruiters. They do all of this LinkedIn check to take a holistic impression of you, whether you are a good cultural fit, whether technically you are sound or not. So based on this user experience, I teach a 3-step process, which is first, you should clean up your LinkedIn profile. Then the second, after you have cleaned up and optimized your LinkedIn profile, which speaks of your credentials and your expertise, then you should start creating content. Content is the posts and articles that you create, because after all, it's a social media platform. So you need to speak to LinkedIn algorithm, and on any social media, you need to create content to speak to LinkedIn algorithm, to have visibility in front of more and more people. So similarly on LinkedIn, you need to create post, but in post, you need to be intentional with what you are writing, because ultimately on social media, you can get literally just like we go shopping and we go into impulsive shopping sometimes. So on LinkedIn or any social media platform, if you're not intentional, you can literally get strayed away with your goal, and you invest your time, energy into something which is not helpful with your goal. And right now your goal is to get your first job here in Canada, or to be perceived as a social media strategist or as a healthcare administrative assistant. So for that, you need to be intentional with what you are posting. So what content topic you would be posting. So once you're ready with your LinkedIn home and your content speaks of you, of the skills that you want to sell, then you go start networking with people. A lot of time I'm seeing newcomers doing this, that they're networking with the people, but when I go to their LinkedIn profile, it has nothing which synchronizes with what they are trying to achieve. So if they're trying to connect with me and I go into their profile is not optimized to a Canadian market. And it is not optimized to how they're introducing themselves to me in the connection request. So basically, if you follow these 3 steps, first optimize your LinkedIn profile, then create content which talks of your thought leadership in that dream job title that you're targeting, and then you go and network with industry specific people, it will literally uh, increase your investment that you are doing with LinkedIn. Your chances of connecting with the right people, getting DMs on job inquiries will be much higher, because that's the whole experience. You are not creating a whole experience for the user. You're connecting with people, but when they come onto your LinkedIn profile, you are not explaining what you are trying to sell yourself for. So these are the 3 steps I'll highly recommend you to follow. So now that I've told you, now I'll show you the results. If you don't follow these 3 steps exactly in the same way, your user experience or user loop of impressing the right people falls away. And I'm telling you, this is the performance of one of my students. She did the first part, which was LinkedIn profile optimization. So she did updated her profile with the latest information, and whatever I'm telling you in this 5-day challenge, not only 5 sections, she completely did 10 plus sections, really good. And you can see that her LinkedIn profile views went up, like they boomed from just mere 20 to 30 to 125 views. So that was the instant boom she got when she updated her profile, but she didn't follow the second and the third step, which was content creation and engaging with the right field, and then connecting with the right people. What am I saying to you? Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Being intentional and following the process is the key. If you want to get the right results in terms of visibility in front of recruiters, giving the right impression, bringing the right views and increasing the views onto your profile. And this is a clear example that you need to follow.
I just want to see what you're doing.
Okay, you can come in. So you have to follow the 3 steps, because if you don't follow these 3 steps, these are the results. This student of mine didn't, she did the LinkedIn profile optimization, but then she didn't keep the pace up with the second and the third one, which is content creation and connecting with the right people and engaging. So that is it, I think. So I'm 5 minutes above my time. So that is it from my side. I'm going to go into the comments and I will see what you are saying. Okay, Canva and Krella. Comments are, I think so. I'm not seeing any new comments. So I leave with this. Even in the replay, if you're watching me and if you have any questions apart from the 5-day challenge, which is the 5 sections which I'll be covering, I have already covered LinkedIn goal setting day 1, day 2. I've covered name and tagline. Day 3, which is LinkedIn background banner. Today, I've covered all of that. Apart from this, if you have any question about the 3-step process, which I have just explained to you, leave it in the comments below and I would love to reply back. The last news that I just wanted to give was that I'm hearing a lot of my students saying that they're struggling with some guided learnings, specifically with the day 1 homework of identifying the values. So what I'm doing this as a bonus. I would love to help out to you with some guided resources, and these are guided resources which I use in my paid programs, but I want to give it out to you. This guided resource will help you with identifying the values, the personal values. I'll go to, yeah, this is the day 1. So a lot of you are struggling with identifying personal values. So I want to really help you out. So I will ask you to sign in my newsletter. I have left the instructions in the description of this post. So I would highly recommend you sign in my newsletter, and I will send out this resource to you day after tomorrow, which is basically the day 5 on Wednesday, because I have pretty tight schedule for today and tomorrow. So I'll send out this guided resources on how you can pinpoint to top 3 personal values. So this resource will tell you few prompts, few questions you should ask yourself and your family and friends to literally, and these prompts will help you filter out what are the 3 personal values you stand for, that you exude. So do sign in my newsletter. I've left the instructions in the description of this post. Over and above, there was a pain point that I was hearing, and people are writing to me that they need some guided learnings and they're willing to invest a little bit on it. So I was thinking how I can do. So I was already thinking on some notes on this, but then when I hear from you that you really need some assistance, so I'm announcing that I will be launching master classes which will be 1 to 2 hours on focused LinkedIn need. Like for example, I'm seeing one need that you need some assistance on doing these five sections that I'm telling you. So you need some guided learning on it. So with some templates and with some guidelines and with some one-on-one coaching. So I'm thinking of, I haven't thought of it, but this is one LinkedIn focused need, that you need a deep dive, one-on-one learning and some coaching around each of your taglines and about a section. So that can be one focused need that I can focus on in a master class. Then there can be another master class which I am hearing, that how you should connect with recruiters, that you're not ignored, the communication part of it. So that can be one master class. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm thinking, and I hear from you because you are my community. I hear your pain points, I hear your challenges. So if you are not willing to invest in an intensive boot camp, and you feel that I only have one LinkedIn need that I need some assistance on, so this master classes can be the answer, because one master class will answer one specific LinkedIn need that you have. So do let me know in the DMs what are your needs. I'm still finalizing the topics of the master classes, and I will inform my NewToCanada team about the topics of the master classes. So with this, have a great day ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Tomorrow's agenda is about section. You don't want to miss it for sure. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.